Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as we are pumping up over $2,600 on the day. And quoting the Giga Chad Michael Saylor from a recent presentation he gave, he says, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Ripple, Cardano will be deemed securities this summer and will never be accepted by Wall Street. Let that sink in. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin and Ether options worth $2.4 billion set to expire today, May 3rd. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin bottom is in, according to Arthur Hayes. He says we are now headed for a slow grind higher. Send it. We'll also be discussing Mr. 100 buys Bitcoin dip for the first time since the halving, and they've been accumulating Satoshis like crazy. We'll also be discussing Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs to reach a whopping 1 billion in assets under management by the end of 2024, according to Kraken. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin to $92,000 per coin, according to this crypto analyst, revealing the path towards the new all-time high target. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Now, welcome, crypto fam. What it do? Beautiful day in the markets. Happy Friday, May 3rd. We're a pumping. You gotta love it. Respect the pump. About to recapture 62 G's, baby. And speaking of 60 G's, you already know.
60 G's, baby!
Welcome, everyone. Shout out to everyone in the live chat. Crypto Cafe, Longbeard McGee. Welcome. Protect me. Good to see ya. OG Backroad Crypto Bootleg in the building. Shout out to the mods. Devon, always an honor and a pleasure. Jennifer, you as well. And Molly and the rest of the fam. Where's K-Jam at? Shout out K-Jam, Dankness, and the rest of the crew. Even Mr. 100. BTFD, you already know. And I was asked yesterday, JV, do you think we'll go lower? Where is the bottom? And I said there is no telling. I don't have a crystal ball or an 8-ball to look into, but I said I do believe that the bottom was in at 56.5, and lo and behold, a hell of a nice little pump here this morning. Let's go. Any predicts? We always got predicts, 19 Imperial 88, so stick around. We got 2 hours of predicts, if you know what I mean. Let's go Friday. Quaz, welcome family. 61 G's, baby. That's right. Shout out Ryan. Shout out York Hunt. Going to be a great weekend for the biddies. You damn straight. Buenos tardes. Buenos tardes. Cheers, fam. The buck stops here. You're the best, says Jay Bella. Shout out Jay Bella. Let's go. And welcome everyone. Good to see the fam. We're going to have a weekend pumpage. Let me know how high you think we'll climb. Holla, let me know. Shout out Freddie G. What it do?
Well. You know what time it is?
What time is it? ETH is proof of stake. Piece of what? Since September 2022, we organized just like the corporation with the Department of Budget to pre-ETF handouts to the early insiders and the investors. That equals a security. How we test? Yeah, man. And according to Saylor, they're all going to be deemed securities at the end of the day. So we'll see how that plays out.
Pump
it up. Pump. June is where it's at, baby. What's happening in June, Ryan? Let me know. A good day, always a good day. Greg, cheers, welcome. Be sure to pump the likes, to pump the stream. It's always appreciated. Yeah, so today we went live at 3. Tomorrow we'll be back at 4 p.m., just FYI. Initially, it was going to be 4 today, but my schedule changed around due to the weather here. Some flood warnings going on. Yo, as that said, you'll do a 1 live hour later than now. Why hour earlier, bro? Don't get me wrong. I am excited. You'll go live 1 hour later than now. Tomorrow. Yeah, so today I was planning on a 4 p.m., but due to my schedule and due to the weather conditions, I had to switch things up. So we went live an hour early at 3. Tomorrow we'll be back at our normal time, which is typically 4 p.m. And then things are going to change next week, of course. What about Pepe Muanda? My birthday in June, plus the rate cuts. There you go, Jay Bella. Happy birthday in advance. Pump it up, Ryan. There's K-Jam. Good to see you, broski. What's new? What's good? I'm going to quit the job in 2025. Amen to that.
Pump it up. Pump it up.
Music to my ears. Full-time stacking them biddies. That's how it should be. You know what I mean? So JV, hope you're okay with the weather. Yeah, all is well. Just changed my my timing for some appointments around today due to the flood warnings. But it is all good in the hood. But yeah, very rainy week. All week. Every day this week was pretty rainy here in Puerto Rico. Got a lot of rain, so now there's flash flooding going on, unfortunately. Don't you know? And if you don't know, now you know, broskies.
Pump it up if your game went long. When the dip hit,
You just ate like King Kong. Taylor Harless, love the show. I've been listening to every episode since I found you guys back in January. Keep up the good work. Greatly appreciate that, Taylor. And curious, did you discover the show via here on the tube, or initially was it on Spotify, iTunes? Just curious. Cloud seeding and stratospheric aerosol injection. You already know, Mari. You already know. Absolutely has been pretty crazy weather. Pamp it up. This one's for you, K-Jam.
more than 5 shots in your stack, then get it on. Had the people on my back to get a song. Where's broke, have a toke, we smoked them like a bomb.
Boom. Well said, Greg. You don't know what you don't know, and if you don't know, now you know. Broskies.
Oh yeah, we heard Kramer report that.
Reverse Kramer, thank you. Source of market, OMG. Hello, Bitcoin STU. What it do?
He said, sell, we bought more bags till we got a sword back. You can't short your dork, we can't afford that.
A perfect 74 here in Northern Cal. Shout out Northern Cali. My girlfriend is almost 27 weeks pregnant. Our first child, JV. Are you a daddy? Any tips for me when our daughter is born? Yes. And yes, I am a daddy. I got a 10-year-old downstairs right now. My advice to you, don't allow any injections into your precious little one. Nada, zero, zilch. If you know what I mean. OGs, pump it up. JV, please. Yes, you get the OG version. Dedicated for you, Jennifer.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up.
Oh, nice. So you initially found us on iTunes. Shout out to the iTunes fam and Spotify fam. We do get, 10, 20,000 downloads per episode. So we appreciate all the support on the podcasting side of things as well. So thank you. You think we go down this weekend or nah? Define down. Of course, every day we go up and down. So you got to give me a definitive line in the sand to answer the question. Congratulations. Yes. And don't get a marriage license. Well said there, K-Jam. Well said. Love and light from Cali. Shout out Susie Carr. I would have been your daddy, but the dog beat me over the fence. Bitcoin, pump it up.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up.
You got it, Devon. For all the Bitcoin fans, let's hope for a daily close above 61.7. That's the long-term 0.886 Fibonacci. If that holds, look for a retest of the all-time high in the next few weeks. Right on. Almost 20% of the Bitcoin around the world are mined in Texas alone. Texas is Bitcoin country. Wow, I didn't even notice that. 20% of all the Bitcoin is mined in Texas. Good to note. Big mining hub for the States. Bring it. Just started mining Bitcoin, says Crypto Cafe. Nice. What kind of equipment are you using? And where are you located again? Longbeard McGee? Let me know. Ground because Crypto George. Cryptos are us. Right on. Shout out George. We're all George.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
But anyways, fam, if you're new to the channel, important, smash that subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every day, 7 days a week, just like this. Also, important to smash the like to help out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. And I always greatly appreciate all the support. Today is pod episode number 1628. I'm your host, JV. It's May 3rd, 2024. Happy Friday. Market is pumping. Respect the pump. Bitcoin up over $2,500 on the day. Looking to reclaim 62 G's, baby. Not too shabby considering we touched 56,500 24 hours ago. So let's freaking go. Let's kick it off with our market watch, as we do each and every day. Bitcoin up 4% on the day, trading above 61,800. We have Ether back above 3,000, up 2.5% on the day. As you can see, literally all the major cryptos pumping and in the green. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, we're back sitting at a 2.29 trillion market cap with 73 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance on the decline at 53.1%, with the Ether dominance also on the decline at 16.1%. How high do you think this Bitcoin dominance will likely climb for the cycle? Holla in the chat. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours, we got Ordi leading the pack, up 16%, followed by Pendle, up 13%, followed by Hedera, up 13%. Below that, we got WorldCoin, Near, Toncoin, and the Graph. Now, which particular alts are you guys most bullish on for this particular bull run? Holla and let me know. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective on the daily, virtually everything crushing, pumping, and in the green. And zooming out on the monthly, still a bit of a wreck city, as overall pretty massive losses over the past 30 days for the altcoin market. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index, today we're a neutral, rated a 48. Yesterday is a 43 in fear, the lowest it's been for a minute. And last week was a 70 in greed, followed by last month a 71 in greed. We keep an eye on this metric because the higher the number goes, the more likely of a pullback, and the lower the number goes, the more likely of another pump. That's right. So there you have it, family. Let me know, what do you feel the Bitcoin price action has in store for us for this month of May? Holla. I'm going to read these comments out loud before we dive into our TA. What up, JB and Crypto fam? Shout out to the Crypto Voodoo. Let's freaking go. Shout out to all the mods. I love it. And all the members of the channel, such as Alan Haley. Greatly appreciate y'all. K-Jam, Molly, all of y'all. Respect. Crypto Cafe, Longbeard McGee. I love the username, by the way. Shiba myself. You Shiba'd yourself? I bought a bunch of Tron too, but sold it for Bitcoin a few months ago, says Darth Melda. Welcome, Melda. Good to see you. Hey guys, what up, Wayne's Aquarium Addiction? Good to see you as well. What's poppin'? Are we going to get more of a pump this weekend? What do you guys think is going to happen? Let me know. Yeah, I'm not late. You're always on time. Shout out Crypto Surge, you heard, using Bitbane S21200T in Idaho. Respect and more power to you. Keep mining those biddies. Craig the Space Bum, pump it in May, the bears go away. Exactly. Huddle Gang, where you at? Shout out Alan Haley, appreciate ya. JV the second, largest bank in Europe, bought some ETFs from BlackRock. They purchased was not very high, 49,000 worth, but maybe the action opens a path for something big in the near future. 100%. That's what's up. I didn't know that. So thank you for letting me know and keeping us in the loop there, Imperial. Sitting at the bar, beer and the brother. Why bother? Living it up. Enjoy yourself there, fam. Cheers. Could this be the beginning of a breakout beyond 70 G's or a breather before regression towards 50? I think the first scenario is more likely. Personally, there, the buck stop here. Let me know if you guys agree. Miss 100 is the God Candle guy back. Apparently so. Nice pump this weekend. Hopefully 65 G's. Pump in 4 to 8 hours. Bitmain, not Bitbane. Oh, Bitmain. Thank you. Appreciate it. Idaho, let's go. I think we are heading up this weekend because I'm in a good mood, says Don. I am missing 57 already. Should I bought more? Says Alan. That's right. Very short-lived BTFD opportunities, as I've been stressing, family. Eric Go in the building. AAA in the building. What it do? Smash the likes. That's right. Let's go. Appreciate y'all pumping it up. Continue pumping it up as I sip on some H2O.
For the pump to come, we should have bought that. Crypto to zero, they really thought that. Again.
Yes. 26,000 shy of a full Bitcoin as of now, says Shandy. But I am over halfway there and I just started a month ago. Congratulations. It is ride or die. End of the story. Respect, Shandy. I love it. Keep stacking them sats. Perfect example of what to be doing, right? And you just got in crypto. So Again, keep doing what you're doing. The inverse of Bitcoin is the US dollar currency index, known as the DXY, which is down 1% on the week, precisely. But anyways, fam, let's dive into some TA, shall we? AKA astrology for men. Here we go. As you can see on the 1 hour chart, Bitcoin gained up to 5% on May 3rd as the US employment data delivered a major risk asset boost. We got data from TradingView tracking an impulsive Bitcoin price move, which took Bitcoin past 62,000 on Bitstamp. The U.S. non-farm payrolls data for April came in markedly below expectations, offering some of the labor market weakness that the Fed said would bolster the case for interest rate cuts. Quoting the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, "We are prepared to maintain the current target range for the federal funds rate for as long as appropriate. We are also prepared to respond to an unexpected weakening in the labor market." Now, non-farm payrolls went against other recent macro data prints, which served to undermine the bulls' confidence. Stocks immediately felt relief with the Dow Jones futures surging 500 points. And quoting the Kabisi letter, "We now have a weakening labor market and lower GDP growth and rising inflation. How is this a soft landing?" That's a great point. And as pointed out here, the Dow futures surged over 500 points after jobs data comes in weaker than expected and unemployment rate rises. Like, whoa. Now, the latest estimates from the CME Group's FedWatch tool put the odds of a rate cut at the June meeting of the Federal Open Market Committee, known as FOMC, as just shy below 15%. The July meeting odds were 33% for a minimal 0.25% cut. Now, Bitcoin entering a new era as the whales continue to buy and stack them sats. Responding to the latest Bitcoin price upswings, commentators hope that higher levels would hold the support, leaving the week's trip to 2-month lows as a knee-jerk reaction. Quoting Rat Capital, "Looks like it was just a downside wick. Weekly close, just like this would confirm this pool of liquidity as secured support." So there you have it. Now, Rat Capital added in a separate post, which sharing Bitcoin was almost out of the danger zone, which accompanied each block subsidy halving event. And quoting analyst Josh Rager, "Historically, over the past year, Bitcoin has a habit of breaking below the support on the higher time frames and reclaiming soon after." And another analyst here from Crypto Quant says Bitcoin whales accumulated 47,000 Bitcoin in the past 24 hours. We're entering a new era. And you already know the whales are the smart money. Now, quoting the Giga Chad, who recently gave a speech at some event, he says that Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Ripple, Cardano will all be deemed securities this summer and will never be accepted by Wall Street. That's according to the Giga Chad himself, Michael Saylor. So let me know if you agree or disagree, as there is a lot of controversy, especially right now, on whether Ethereum will be deemed a commodity or an unregistered security. So let me know, family, your thoughts, and I'll read these out loud. Welcome, everyone just joining the stream. Pump the likes to live the Bitcoin dream. Shout out Ferris Fox, Mississippi Coast in the building, stacking that Bitcoin. The only non-GMO corn on the planet. Calling all Bitcoin troopers, it's time to rise up. JV is live. Thank you for that one, Mr. Bone Daddy.
Call me 3AC, cause I'm blowing it up. Short squeeze, more please, yeah, it's going to pump. They drop bud, but it's still not slowing it up. I can't wait till the Fed starts showing its love.
Boom. Water's the best drink in the world. It's healthy and thirst quenching. I always drink 2/3 liters a day. Stay healthy. Cheers to that. 19 Imperial. I'll take another sip just for you. Shout out Massachusetts. Jerome Smith. Welcome, fam. For all the Bitcoin newbies, don't get freaked out or panic when Bitcoin dips by 20-30%. Bitcoin has done that 6 times in the past year. HODL, you will be well rewarded for being brave. Well said. Satoshi basically pays dividends to the brave, if you know what I mean. Shout out Barack Monfils Evangelista. He says Ethereum is a security. Hey, JV, watching for Cornwall, England. Shout out Fairground, Fun Fairs, UK. Let's go. Pepe, 0.01. Word up, Renata. Yes. Massachusetts. Exactly, Mr. Diamond Balls. Now, I love the username, by the way. I think we should all have diamond balls. Good day, family. Eldorena, good to see you, fam. Welcome back to the stream. Another day in paradise here in the crypto sphere. It's hard to believe the top 5 cryptos won't IPO or ETF, especially since we got Bitcoin and ETH exchange trade funds in existence. Good point. The buck stops here. Yeah, yo, just stopped freeloading and bought a membership. Thank you, Alan. You're the man. And shout out Barack. I know he has gifted hundreds of memberships here on the channel. You guys are incredible. Respect. Justin Campbell, JC, welcome to the stream, family. Make some noise. Pump the likes. Pump the stream. We just getting this baby started.
Flag on the chart got me blowing a nut.
And Bone Daddy, he's drinking the Pink Lady Apple Kombucha. Right on, man. Good stuff. Bitcoin going back down to 52. I'm highly skeptical. I have some diamond balls that are bigger than yours. They are on my chest. Jennifer, it's hilarious. I'm good. I'm still scrambling to stack sats. Gonna start selling my designer clothes. You got to do what you got to do. I hate Mt. Gox. You still waiting for your repayment there, Ryan? Let me know. Appreciate it. And yes, if anyone wants to become a member, support the show in that way, the members link is in the chat. Also, you can just click the join button next to the subscribe button on the channel. Take it to the same place. I got that Cayenne Cleanse kombucha. It's like drinking a time bomb. Bada boom, bam, ka-ching. It is what it is. Pump it up. Anyways, fam, next story of the day. Let's discuss these Bitcoin options and Ether options. 2.4 billion set to expire today. That's right. Bitcoin and Ether option contracts worth a combined 2.4 billion set to expire today, which could lead to increased market volatility. Bitcoin options contracts is a derivative contract that allows investors to speculate on the Bitcoin price movements without owning the Bitcoin itself. There's 2 types. You got call and put options. Call options give investors the right to buy a crypto at a specific price before a certain date. And then put options, on the other hand, allow investors to sell a crypto at a particular price before the expiry date. Investors often use the put-call ratio as a metric to assess the general state of the market. If traders are purchasing more puts than calls, it is considered a bearish sign. And if they are purchasing more calls than puts, then the market sentiment is considered bullish. Now, a put to call ratio below 0.7 is considered bullish, while a ratio of more than 1 is regarded as a bearish indicator. On May 3rd, a total of 23,367 Bitcoin contracts worth $1.39 billion are set to expire. Data from the Deribit exchange reveal that the put-to-call ratio for Bitcoin option contracts is currently 0.5, with a maximum pain point of 61,000. The maximum pain point refers to the price at which the asset will cause financial losses to the greatest number of holders. Now, similarly, a total of 334,000 Ether contracts with a notional value of 1 billion are expected to expire on Friday, today as well. These expiring contracts have a put-to-call ratio of 0.37 and a maximum pain point of $3,000. The expiry of options contracts has historically been followed by the short-term price volatility in the spot crypto market. Bitcoin and Ether have experienced bearish pressure in the past couple of weeks. The Bitcoin price fell below 60. In fact, we tapped 56.5 as the recent bottom, marking an almost 20% weekly correction post-halving. Meanwhile, the Ether price also fell below 2,900. The crypto market often bounces back from the options-led volatility within days of the expiry. So there you have it. I am curious to the chat. Anyone here trade futures? Or, you know what I mean? Let me know. I'm curious. Shout out to my ever-supporting wife, Jen. Watching from Cali, pumping it up. Bro, on our new all-time high by May 15th. Send it, Dante Reyes. And shout out to you and Jen. I appreciate the support. New all-time high. Bring it. Anyone else believe we'll re-enter price discovery mode 73.8 above and beyond sometime this month? Let me know. That's the current all-time high. I buy the highs and the lows. 20% weekly paycheck goes in automatically. Never sell. There you go, Don. Sorry, crypto and the stock markets are about to vanish. What do you mean vanish? They're going to disappear? Pick it up. 232 people watching, only 80 likes. Let's get JV some appreciation. Putting on a great show each day. Thank you, Jerome Smith. Much respect. Much. I trade the fiat for the Bitcoin. Nice. Smart move. Jose Cuevo, JV, do you see any value in the Ishcoin projects? For example, decentralized cloud storage. I'm not bullish on it, but I see the value and stuff like that. I think any project can make it sound like their utility and value is priceless. But even with that, at the end of the day, the majority of those projects we consider Ishcoins are going to go to zero against the apex predator. So you got to be careful out there. However, there are very legitimate projects with real use cases and things that we need. I'm just very sus when it comes to trusting individuals that don't deserve our trust. To begin with, you got to keep in mind, most of these altcoins are created with the sole intention of scamming you out of your Bitcoin. That's the sole reason many of these projects are created. So you can get their Ishcoin for your hard-earned Bitcoin. That's what the majority of the project owners, the main reason they create the Ishcoin in the first place. So just be careful. Barack Monfils, greatly appreciate your support, broski. Just gifted 5 memberships of the channel to the following: Ferris Fox, Jose Cuevo, WCB, JJ77, and AAA, as well as Justin Campbell, JC. You've all been hooked up with the MicroStrategy membership of the channel on behalf of Barack Monfils Evangelista. So show him some love, and we greatly appreciate you, Barack. You the man. Yes, Blue Sky Discovery mode will begin mid to late summer, says Greg. I hope you're right, broski. I'm ready. You guys ready? I know Nipsey's ready. You already know. Thank you, says Pharrell, showing some love. Hi from Bangkok, Thailand. What it do, Jerry Reynolds? Good to see you, broski. What's the all-time high, JF? Don't get me started about that all-time high, because you already know.
Woo! We back, baby. Bitcoins, shitcoins, or NFTs. There's no greater feeling than hitting that sweet all-time high, all-time high, all-time high in this bitch.
Shout out Larry from Dothan, Alabama. Good to see you, bro. Always a pleasure. Thank you very much, says Justin. We appreciate you, Barack. AAA and Justin, welcome. The other 3. What are you waiting for? Get your own memberships.
Watch it pump to the sky. We just buy and get rich. All-time high, all-time high, all-time high in this bitch.
Matt says, hey, all just caught up with the chat from a very rainy UK. Also rainy here in Puerto Rico. Every day is a good day when you're stacking them sats. Tell them, broski.
Watch it pump, baby. We just buy and get rich.
Word up. So Spycraft is doing futures and margin. Good to note. What exchange do you use? Adjunct cryptos such as HBAR, Solana, etc. do have utility. How the market decides to value them, there's no telling. I know, because a great example of utility is all of the meme coins that have zero utility, and it's irrelevant because most investors don't even care about a real use case or utility. I think the average investor is trying to get rich quick, just like the average person going to a casino to gamble or bet on their favorite sporting event via a sports book such as stake, right? They're just trying to make some money at the end of the day. So maybe it is all irrelevant. Who knows? We live in a crazy world. Who's the second best? Great question, 5-star. We only allow Michael Saylor to answer that one.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number 1. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Facts. The buck stop here as an experiment. I bought the dip from a Bitcoin ATM, and the thing is ripping like my undies. Without stock market manipulation or crypto market manipulation, it is clearly a different flow. Gotta love that, yo. But anyways, next story of the day. Is the bottom in? Well, let's discuss it, because according to Arthur Hayes, the bottom is in. The former BitMEX CEO Arthur Hayes believes Bitcoin has hit a local bottom and will slowly grind back up over the next few months. In a new post on the 3rd today, Hayes commented on the recent market slump, claiming the price action played out as I expected. Bitcoin hit a local low of around 58.6 earlier this week, but this rallied to above 60,000 and then remaining range bound between 60 and 70,000 until August, he said. Hayes added that the 12% Bitcoin retreat this week was a well-needed market cleansing. He blamed it on the tax season in the U.S., worry over the Federal Reserve decisions, the Bitcoin halving sell the news event, and a slowdown of spot Bitcoin ETF inflows. The 23% correction was the 4th such retrace of similar magnitude over the past 12 months. Hayes expects crypto markets to slowly grind higher after the recent sell-off driven by increased dollar liquidity from the Fed's quantitative tightening taper and the U.S. Treasury's debt issuance plans. So by tapering QT, the Fed effectively injects more liquidity into the markets, which could theoretically make it way too riskier, such for assets such as cryptos, providing the buying pressure. Hayes views this as stealth money printing, which is positive for the high-risk assets. Quoting him here, are the recent Fed and Treasury policy announcements stealth forms of money printing? Yes, the slow addition of billions of dollars of liquidity each month will dampen negative price movement from here on out, he added, before predicting that the prices will bottom chop and begin to slow grind higher. The former BitMEX boss isn't the only one predicting a sideways market for the next few months. Founder and CEO of Valshire Capital Management, Jeff Ross, said he was still respecting the ongoing bullcrab market, despite the doom and gloom in the post that we shared. The Fed's rhetoric pivot was the official transition from bad to less bad liquidity conditions. Analysts and traders calling for the end of the Bitcoin bull market may be dismayed to learn that the actual bull market hasn't even started yet. That's right. Let me know if you agree with that sentiment. Now, institutional crypto brokerage Matrix Port reiterated its outlook that post-halving, Bitcoin tends to move sideways afterward for 4 to 5 months based on the previous instances. So we'll see. Will history repeat? Once again, let me know your thoughts, my friend. I'm going to read some more of your comments out loud. And if you're new to the channel, note, this is live and interactive each and every day. So if you have something to share, make sure to share it. And yeah, I'll read your, whatever it is, whether you have a statement, a question, we'll address them and read as many out loud as I possibly can. And if you subscribe to the channel, you're going to get an on-screen shout out by yours truly. So be sure to sub. Respect the bull crab market. It's like crabs in a bucket, if you know what I mean. Yes. Till August, 2 to 3 banks will go bankrupt. Cannot imagine Bitcoin will go sideways. Bitcoin, pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. We know all about that.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
Alex says Bitcoin 100,000 this summer. Send it. Argentina's new president is screwing up on Bitcoin. Yes, World Economic Forum puppet, unfortunately. Jose Cuervo, JV, you going to go wager a few sats on some horses, Kentucky Derby this weekend? I'm out of the loop. I have no clue what's going on with the Kentucky Derby. So no, I'm not like that when it comes to gambling. I'm not a gambler.
Thing, let me do my thing. You know we about as long as a piece of string. Shoulders closing fast while you do your way. Come on.
Someone say crabs. Maryland in the house. Alan, that's hilarious. But anyways, we still got a lot to cover. Let's discuss this Mr. 100 mass accumulation going on, which continues. Headline reads, Mr. 100 buys the Bitcoin dip for the first time since the halving. Is the Bitcoin bottom in? Let's discuss it. Check it. The Bitcoin well entity nicknamed Mr. 100 bought the Bitcoin dip for the first time since the Bitcoin halving. Meanwhile, multiple market analysts suggest that the local Bitcoin bottom may be in. I believe it's in. We tapped 56 and then had a big strong bounce as we witness here today. So yeah, the Mr. 100 whale wallet added over 4,100 BTC worth over $242 million around the $58,000 mark, according to on-chain data from BitInfo charts as outlined right here. Now, this represents the wallet's first Bitcoin purchases since April 19th, the day before the 2024 Bitcoin halving. The given whale address has been continually receiving Bitcoin since November 2022, when the FTX exchange collapsed. The wallet has been adding at least 100 BTC nearly every single day since February 14, except for the post halving period. Now, Mr. 100 is currently the 12th largest Bitcoin holder with over 65,155 BTC, according to BitInfo charts. The address is sitting on $1.4 billion worth of unrealized profit, up around 33% on its all-time Bitcoin holdings, with an average buying price of $36,572 per BTC. The wallet is currently worth over $3.86 billion. Good Lord. The Bitcoin's current correction is the longest and deepest retracement of the current cycle, according to Rec Capital, who shared the following. When we'd get close to a 20% downside, that was typically a fantastic buying opportunity before price reversals towards the upside. So if we are deeper than 20%, it is an even better opportunity than we had this cycle, because the deeper we go, the closer we go to bottoming in Bitcoin price action. And he makes a good point. The analyst doesn't expect much more downside action for Bitcoin based on historical chart patterns as outlined here in the 1 month chart. Now, while going lower seems unlikely, the Bitcoin price could consolidate for the next 2 months due to the challenging macroeconomic environment. According to Jack Cooner, head of derivatives over at Bitfinex, he shared here, we could see a 1 to 2 month consolidation of the Bitcoin price, trading in a range of swings of 10,000 on either side. We expect the positive impact of the halving, which has brought about a reduction of the Bitcoin supply, will be seen in the later months. And at this point, the economy is also expected to be performing better, having achieved a soft landing and avoiding a recession, providing further impetus to the crypto assets. And on the weekly chart, the 52,000 mark acts as the most important level to watch. So that would be the line in the sand if we did break down below 56. But at this point, it seems more unlikely versus probable, at least in my opinion. Now, Mr. 100 confirmed as Upbit's cold wallet, according to Crystal Intelligence. That's right. They confirmed that the 100 address belongs to the Upbit exchange, according to Wallet Forensics analysis from Crystal Intelligence. Here's what they shared. We have found that the number and value of transactions associated with this wallet are indicative of a VASP type service. Additionally, we can confirm with high accuracy that the incoming transactions originate from Upbit, and these have maintained a consistent value since the collapse of FTX. So all of the 14 secondary wallet addresses associated with the main wallet of Mr. 100 have passed the Know Your Customer verification on the Upbit exchange. Now, they also shared Mr. 100 uses a small wallet address to buy the Bitcoin. I find it very similar to what Upbit usually does with their altcoins. If we follow Upbit's cash flow, we'll see the coincidence. So there you have it. Now, is this particular whale, could it be Upbit themselves, or just a whale accumulating off of the Upbit exchange? Could it be Abu Dhabi? As Max Kaiser says, that's his top contestant, meaning that's the number one choice that he thinks it is based upon his data. Do you think it could be Qatar? Do you think it could be a billionaire such as Jeff Bezos? I want to know your thoughts, as they're not going to be slowing down accumulating. And again, already the 14th largest Bitcoin whale on the planet. Let's freaking go. Derby Day is a stressful day in the barn. That's where I spent my Derby Day. Oh, word. I don't believe in coincidence, says Greg. Correct. Coincidences are interesting. Nonetheless, typically where there's smoke, there's fire. Wouldn't you guys agree? VASP equals value-added crypto service provider. Value-added service provider. Thank you for the breakdown there, David Wrong. What it do, broski? Welcome. Oil fiat incoming, fam. What do you mean? Is oil prices going up there? It's Bitcoin. They could be. Yeah, yo. One of my friend's horses were racing in the Oaks, and I was helping them groom since the assistant was sick. Oh, wow. Love working with the horses. That's what's up. El Salvador and the Central African Republic have adopted Bitcoin as their number one currency. Which country is next? That's an excellent question. We do know Australia has claimed they're going to be launching their Bitcoin ETF by the end of this month. So game theory in full effect. We just got the launch of the Hong Kong ETFs a few days ago as well. So things about to get even more lit for this cycle, especially here in May. What do you say? Well said, JB. Totally agree. Thank you, Molly. Much respect. And I want to say I appreciate you retweeting my content over on X. Anyone retweeting the content over on X, much love, much respect. Nah, JV, middle easy oil fiat moving into Bitcoin. Send it. It's time. Who next nation state to declare interest in hodling the biddies? Asked Matt. Fantastic question. Who do you think it's going to be?
Lose your cash cause it's moving fast. Do your thing, let me do my thing. Pump it up.
Alan says we should put our sats together and get a racehorse and name it Nipsimoto, Hong Kong pension funds and sovereigns, etc. all come in. We're not going sideways. Damn right. Good Shepherd, bottom at 56 would be great. I was bracing for 52. Well, there you go. The low, it's in. Hit it, JB. Shout out Benny. Appreciate it. Who is Satoshi? Great question. I don't know the whale is, but I have been researching who's Satoshi, leaning towards Nick Szabo. Oh, word. Nick Szabo, eh? Zimbabwe. Shout out Zimbabwe. You're welcome, JV. My pleasure. Respect there, Molly. Thank you again. Just in case you were worried, I am here. I made it. 40 minutes late, it seems. Welcome, Dirty. Better late than never. All good in the hood. JV, is the water hot or cold? This particular water is from the fridge, but typically it would be room temperature. But actually, it's not even cold no more. So it's a minute since I put it in the glass. So I'd say it's room temperature now. Pretty much room temperature. I haven't got me a second glass because I know I drink through water fast. So here's a whole new glass as a backup. Shh. My H2O secrets. Set some buys for 57,000 weeks ago, and they got hit. Nice, Ronan. Can you say winning? Our horse would definitely be the fastest horse in the race. The Bitcoin horse. Damn straight. We're all Satoshi. Facts. What month would you guess we hit the magic 100 G's? First month that comes to my mind, September. Don't know why. I don't have any analysis on it. I'm not looking at charts. September comes to my mind. When do you guys think? So what are we in? May, June, July, August? So that means within 4 months. Take it or leave it. Sideways, I remember December 10th, 2017, the CBOE opened their Bitcoin futures desk and made shorting popular. Bitcoin took 2 years to recover. Facts. Crazy, right? JB naturally raps. 100%. That's fact. I was so influenced by rap growing up. It's just a part of my vernacular. Japan and the yen need a life boy. They should step into Bitcoin. Satoshi equals Adam back. Definitely. Adam had a tremendous impact on the invention of Bitcoin. No question asked. Many people did, though. Don't special K the horses. Exactly. At 750, I'm officially retired. Send it to Jarvis. What up, fam? Shout out G Biddy. What it do? Bitcoin horse would be dope. Sure would. I guess you would just name it Bitcoin. That'd be pretty dope. What Bitcoiner wouldn't bet on the Bitcoin horse? Just saying, we're going to bet on the fastest horse in the race, which is clearly the Bitcoin horse. We'd have the racing commissions to accept the name Niptoshi. Who wouldn't like that name? All in, Niptoshi, please, for the win. Just your thoughts on the crypto behavior when the stock market is going down. Will it also collapse as well? No, I personally feel that Bitcoin is matured enough to be on its own vector. So I think the stock market can crash and it won't tank Bitcoin along with it. Maybe temporarily Bitcoin goes down if it's a worldwide, black swan market crash. But overall, Bitcoin's on its own trajectory. I truly do believe that. Keep an eye on Bitcoin hit 67, 69 so it can flip into the support. Game on target around 100 G's ish. Next word, Satoshi equals Greenspan. Are you talking about Alan Greenspan? I would bet on the Bitcoin horse. Who wouldn't? Did something happen in Japan with the Bitcoin? Did I miss something? What's happening in Japan? I don't know. The name should be Sat. The jockey can say, I sat on a sat. Stacking them sats. That's a fact. Anyways, fam, keep the comments flowing. We appreciate it. But next story of the day. Speaking of ETFs, let's discuss the latest with what's going on in Hong Kong. Then we'll break down this 92,000 price prediction. Headline reads, Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs to reach $1 billion assets under management by 2024's end, according to the cracking unit. So yeah, London-based CF Benchmarks, a unit of the crypto exchange Kraken, is positioning itself as a notable beneficiary of the surge in the spot Bitcoin ETFs this year and shares an increasingly bullish outlook for the ETF market in Hong Kong and the US through 2024. That's right, according to Bloomberg, with the recent debut of these ETFs in the US, which officially launched, that was January 11th, right? And their subsequent launch in Hong Kong, CF Benchmarks has become a key reference data provider for approximately 24 billion of cryptocurrency ETFs. This figure is dominated by the Bitcoin funds, including 15.9 billion vehicle offered by BlackRock in the United States. And BlackRock's already holding an insane amount of biddies, something like 240 or 260,000, and they accomplished that in less than 4 months, family. Now, CF Benchmarks licenses its benchmarks to the ETFs and earns fees based on the assets under management. The company currently represents around half of the crypto benchmarking market. I didn't know there was a benchmarking market, for Christ's sake, and is actively collaborating with the new Bitcoin ETFs over in Hong Kong. Now, Su Sheng, the CEO of the benchmarks, told Bloomberg that he envisions expanding crypto ETFs into the other markets, such as South Korea and Israel. Chung notes that South Korea in particular has seen ETFs become the preferred option for long-term savings and has shown a high level of adoption of digital assets. Notably, while CF Benchmarks initially anticipated $5 billion worth of assets for the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs utilizing its indexes, the actual amount has exceeded 4 times that figure. So looking ahead, Chung expects the Hong Kong products to accumulate as much as $1 billion in funds under management by the end of this year in 2024. Now let's discuss some contrasting trends. The introductions of the ETFs in the US sparked a significant rally, propelling Bitcoin to the current all-time high of 73,800, which we achieved mid-March. However, since then, Bitcoin experienced a decline, shedding approximately 20% to tapping a bottom of 56,500 yesterday. But guess what? We bounced right back, and today we're on the cusp of reclaiming $62,000. Now, on the other hand, Hong Kong's emerging market recording a trading volume of Hong Kong 48.9 million. That's Hong Kong dollars, which is approximately 6 million USD for 6 Hong Kong-based ETFs on May 3rd. And amongst the 6 Hong Kong spots for the ETFs for virtual assets, the Bitcoin ETF commanded the lion's share of the trading volume, accounting for 43 million worth of Hong Kong dollars. And additionally, the Ethereum ETF recorded a trading volume of 5.5 million Hong Kong dollars. And in contrast, the Hong Kong market, the trading volume of the US-based Bitcoin ETF soared to an impressive 1.7 billion on May 2nd. So clearly, the Hong Kong market is much smaller than the United States market. But nonetheless, even in the US market, when they went live officially on January 11th, it was also sell the news event. But over time, the inflows took control, making the Bitcoin price surge to new all-time highs, re-entering price discovery mode. And people like Samson Mouse said, don't underestimate this Hong Kong ETF. There's a lot of money to flow out of this sector, especially in Asia. However, we know mainland China investors can invest in it, but where there is a will, there is a way. So don't underestimate it as the bigger picture. We'll see how it plays out here in the coming weeks and months. Benchmarky market is. Bring facts. Where you at? Good to see you, bro. Man, I cringe when he says the Lord's name like that. The Lord's name. I don't even know what you're referring to, bro. All the world, fiat is going to zero. AI will utilize the native currency in the digital truth, BTC. I like the corrections by the dip, BTFD. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Vape that CBD, fam. You already know. This last dip was a time machine. It took us back months. Woohoo! Definitely a great time to be stacking. Ideally, we need a strong dollar and a strong biddy. That's right. Australia going to be bigger. Australia is a big place for sure.
I see some shorters selling, see news reporters telling us all to sell it. We start longing
That is so we can hop in the ship and we can
so we can hop in and she up and we can pump it up.
Question, is there ETF Bitcoin in Japan? Good question. Not that I'm aware of. As far as a spot, I don't think so. Is there potentially a futures? Maybe. But spot ETF, the first ones approved in the world were right here in the States in January, and the second ones that just got approved, Hong Kong. I'm not familiar with any other spot ETFs on the planet. Is that the new jammy jam? 100%. Hong Kong getting into Bitcoin is great, but I would really like to see Argentina's President Milei get in. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's getting in, family. He misled us, in my opinion, clearly. Dang, thought we were starting at 4. What up, fam? I know I tricked you guys. Initially, it was going to be 4. I had to reconvene and change it to 3. So, is what it is. The Lord's name be Michael Saylor. Stay humble and keep stacking them sats. Yeah, shout out Little Bubble, by the way, on the Jammy Jams. We appreciate the music. I almost sold all of my biddies when it hit lows not seen since. Checks notes 1 month ago. Exactly. It was mid-March. We hit the all-time high, yo. Not everyone believes the same way, people. Chill your that. Larry Pedro, what up, what up? Welcome. That's right. Stay humble. Continue stacking them sats. Didn't Canada and Europe have spot Bitcoin ETFs before the USA? I know they had futures. Did they have spot? Apparently, the Canadian financial market must be minuscule because I don't think much occurred. If it did, let me know if any Canadians out there can confirm. Holla, holla.
Do your thing, let me do my thing. You know we about as long as a piece of string. Shoulders closing fast while you do your ass. Come on, lose your cash cause it's moving fast.
Jerome, tell BlackRock, please pump it up. Hey, we're up 2,700 on the day. Not too shabby. We're about to reclaim 62. Hopefully during today's Q&A. Let's make it happen. Pump the likes, pump the stream. We'll pump the price. This is how we do. Welcome everyone just joining us. Appreciate you. You thought much Bitcoin was supposed to be at 100 G's. What do we call them? Fiat folks? I mean, that's a brilliant question. What do we call people who hold fiat as a store of value?
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat currency.
What do we call them, folks? The fiat folks that love their fiat.
As a store
Stacking them dollars. What do we call dollar stackers?
of value. We call them poor. We call them poor.
Thank you, Michael. Bitcoin price making it hard to save my dollars lately, says Andrew. We have ETFs in Canada since 2021, but it's a small market. So you had spots then. Then is it safe to say Canada had the first spot ETF? Also, most 300 on the stream. Let's go. It would have been if Grayscale didn't put the brakes on the market. Correct, Jennifer. We could have already seen 100 G's, baby. We call them. That's correct. You guys hit the nail on the head. Democrats.
People that use fiat.
What do we call them, folks? Look, 62 is the incoming. We're only 100 away, fam. Pump the likes, pump the stream. We'll pump the price. We pump the dreams. We call them the Dave Portnoys. Precisely. Lettuce hands. Was trading margins and futures when in Japan last October. Both platforms are out of reach of the SEC. There you go. I believe so, JV. Thank you, Benny. Appreciate the insights. A Saturday keeps the doctor away. Tell him, Molly. Thank you for the retweet. K-Jam. We appreciate it. Libtards. AAA. You guys are hilarious. Anyways, fam. Now for our featured story of the day. Bitcoin's path to $92,000. I'm going to detail out for you according to this crypto analyst. So let's break this baby down. An analyst has explained what the path Bitcoin might need to follow to surge to a new all-time high target of 92,000. And I want to start with the thread he shared. This is a trader by the name of Ali. It goes by the username Ali_charts. He says, has Bitcoin reached a market top? Let's dive in. Let's start from the beginning. Spikes in Bitcoin realized profits have historically coincided with market tops. Last month, when Bitcoin hit $73,880, realized profits skyrocketed to $3.5 billion. This could signal a potential Bitcoin market top, as outlined here in this chart. And he continues, still, I am waiting for another confirmation before calling a Bitcoin market top. For instance, a sustained close below the Bitcoin short-term hodler realized price, which currently hovers around 59,800, can confirm a potential Bitcoin market top. If the market top is confirmed, Bitcoin can drop toward 51,500 or even as low as 42,700. However, if Bitcoin can surge above 66,250 and reclaim this area as support, the bearish outlook will be invalidated. So that's the current line in the sand to invalidate the bearishness, according to the analysts. And by rising above 66,250, Bitcoin will gain the strength to push towards 69,150. And if this resistance barrier is breached, then Bitcoin can advance towards a new all-time high of $92,190. Let me know if you agree or disagree with this analyst. And hypothetically speaking, if we were to hit 92,000 here, by what month can you realistically see us attaining this price action? Please do let me know. And now we're going to dive a little deeper into this article. Ali is waiting for another confirmation before the top can be confirmed. In that scenario, the top gets validated. These are the targets the analyst has marked based on the on-chain data in this chart brought to you by Glassnode. Shout out Glassnode Analytics. This chart shows the Bitcoin UTXO, which is the realized price distribution data, which tells us how many coins were last bought at what price levels in particular. Generally, the cost basis is an important level for any investor, so they are likely to show some reaction when a retest of it happens. This reaction is the largest when many investors share this cost basis around the same level. And when this retest does happen, the hodlers may respond by buying more, as they can see the drop as a dip opportunity. BTFD, fam. And as such, large cost basis zones below the current price can prove to be the centers of support. Quoting the analyst again, if the market top is confirmed, Bitcoin could drop towards 51,500 or even as low as 42,700. However, if Bitcoin instead breaks that 66,250 level, which we're only about 4,000 away from the time of this live stream, that is a source of a major resistance right now, since these lost hodlers may be desperate to exit at their break even, then this bearish outlook could become invalidated. An on-chain price and model could provide some hints about what might happen when such a break occurs. Now, the market value to realized value, which is the MVRV price bands, is a model that, in short, tells us about where the different multipliers of the average cost basis of the entire market currently lie. So pay attention. The chart shows the market cost basis is currently sitting at 28,800. But historically, three multipliers of this metric have been relevant for the asset, and that's 0.8x, 2.4x, and 3.2x. The 0.8x level is where the bottom occurs, while the 3.2x line is a probable spot for tops to form. But the bull rallies and proper have occurred after a breach of the 2.4x level. So at present, the 2.4x level lies at $69,150. And by rising above 66,250, Bitcoin will gain the strength to push towards 69,150, the previous cycle all-time high, which we hit back in, November 10th of 2021. And if this resistance barrier is breached, Bitcoin can advance towards a new all-time high of $92,190. This all-time high target is based on the fact that the 3.2x level is equivalent to $92,190 at the moment. It remains to be seen whether the top is already in and Bitcoin would retest the lower levels or if more is left to this rally. So there you have it, my crypto fam. Let me know your thoughts on this 92,000 price prediction. And I was just looking at the price. We just eclipsed 62,000 as predicted here on the show. So make some noise for that. Pump the likes of Pump the Stream. We back in the green. $2,700 gain on the day. Not too shabby. Hopefully you took advantage of that dip. 56.5. I mean, we're already up like over 5,000. Not too shabby, family. And we just getting started. Now we need to send Bitcoin above 66.5 so we can invalidate the bearish scenario and we could hit and tap 92,000 already. Let's make it happen. Yeah, where do you foresee the Bitcoin price going this month of May? May is just kicking into, we're just getting started, only 3 days in. But I want to know your thoughts. February, unexpectedly, was one of the most bullish Februaries we have ever seen. In fact, for the first time in Bitcoin history, we had a $20,000 rise on the monthly candle. That just occurred a few months ago, this February, family. So let me know, where do you feel the Bitcoin price action is likely to take us? And of course, now that we back at 60 G's.
60 G's, baby!
62 G's, baby. 150,000 by June, says Jennifer. Send it. I can definitely see six figures occurring this year in 2024 with all the bullish catalysts. Even though the world is chaotic and crazy, Bitcoin's going to do its own thing. It's on its own vector. It's on its own trajectory, and nothing and nobody can stop it. And that's what makes it so valuable. It's perfect money. 100%. Talk of corrections. I see the correction to be 72,000 up now, down. Send it. 69,420 and again and again and again and again and again and again. Hola JV, shout out to the Coos dog. I was chilling at the pool. Con mi chica, let's go. Welcome family, appreciate you. Welcome to the endless Bitcoin summer, if you know what I mean. Send it, McFootinator. Sometime in the middle of the summer, it'll head up into the 90s. Bring it. I can't wait. 30,000 appreciation. Let's go. Looking very disco, yo. Nipinator is channeling Satoshi right now. Nipinator indicator incoming. You already know, Jennifer. Bill Mahahara is right about the biddies, says Menendez. I don't know who that is, but yeah. Short squeeze. We going to pump. Live Q&A. Yes, now you guys can answer any questions you may have as we continue to pump it up. Bitcoin will do what she will do. Don't rush it. We know that it is going up, 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 up long term. Tell them there, Steve Kingston, and shout out to Big Perm. Where are we at it? Nipsey thinks it's going to 10,000. No, he's not stupid. Breakout and base above 75 G's. Word. Shout out Bill Graper. Welcome. Buy the dips, Anthony Zammit. Dips are for buying, damn it. Let's freaking go, G-Biddy. I have a 1980 Z28. What is that? Pontiac Formula 350, 5.7 liter. That's what's up. Sell everything and buy the biddies. Bitcoin crisis is a-coming. All your biddies shall be taken away by the big companies. You need to store your Bitcoin now. Technology wave is a-coming. Tell them there, buy crypto, sage advice. Pump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. I know all about pumping it up.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Here we go. 70 G's incoming. Why am I late? Yeah, Ellen, unacceptable. Why are you late? Nipsey is my financial advisor. Good. He is the greatest to ever exist. Nipsey is chasing the orange squirrels in his sleep. Facts. And every orange squirrel he captures is worth one biddy. So thank you, Nipsey, for doing God's work. Just saying. Cool cat. Coding. I sold my 2000 Z28 last year. Small world. Many Z28s. Bitcoin orange. The greatest color to ever exist. Aloha. Welcome. See Allen, what it do? Flexing on him. The dips of Bitcoin are now shorter, but the steps are longer. What was the new song you played to finish the Rumble yesterday? That was smoking, but I never heard it. Man, what did I... Maybe it was Robbie P. Maybe it was... I don't know. What did it say? If anyone was on Rumble, let me know. A few months ago, 60,000 seemed like a long way off. Now, 60 feels like a 30. Precisely the Ali Rizza, exactamundo. The Magic 8 Ball says 100,000 by the end of the summer. Then we wait to see elected this November to see where we go from there. Who is going to win thy election? Let us know. Pin strip your car in Bitcoin orange. Now we're talking. The dips are a lot shallower too. 62 G's, baby. Trump 2024. I got the same from my Magic 8 Ball. I remember being excited about 36. Hey, I've been excited since Bitcoin was 1,500. Just saying. The excitement is always here. Not buying it through. Why not? Bitty fitty to bottom. That's right, Corey. K-Jam, I think that's the jam. Diamond hands and laser eyes. We so early, that's for surely. I don't even care about price. Shout out Robbie P.
I'm not selling. Now, after the Bitcoin Miami conference last week and El Salvador making Bitcoin legal tender,
I got so inspired.
I had to go write this one.
Data, agree we need some Trumpage. It's time for the leadership. Jonathan Mann, criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance.
Yeah, Jesus came in and he turned that money table over. Crossed the line on banks, yeah, they got some soldiers.
This is my jammy jam right here. Shout out Robbie P.
Carrying that damn cross on his shoulders. Within a week, you know his life was over. Who's Satoshi? Those who claim to be composers.
Damn right. Thanks for entertaining. See you tomorrow. Cheers, crypto today. Turn that money table over. Amen to that. I've been stacking them sats since November of 2021. Trump it up. Don't you know? Trump it up.
Cyber Hornets got a plan B for the culture. Oh, that money printing is corrosive. Then they prop that GDP up with explosives.
Thank you for the reminder, KJM. Driving to Whitney to go wine tasting right now. Enjoy that taste of the wine. That vino, if you know what I mean. Enjoy that, Don. Safe travel out there. JV in the house. Thank you, Devon. Appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Hurricane party. Like a legit hurricane coming. Woohoo! Greetings to all for JV. Stress-free VIP.
I'm so done with these stupid cycles. Real equity without being stifled.
GBTZ BTZ is now down 53%. Soon they'll be exhausted. Rocket fuel.
Voting with my wealth is my reprisal. And Gretchen's look at me in survival.
Titles. Where is Winnie? Are you referring to Winnie the Pooh?
Titles.
Or are you saying whiny? Oh, winery. Whiny. I see. Wine.
Death to the old, how it goes. Brickman's life is called revival.
No matter how they discourage you, you got to hold it. Some people never sell the biddies. They accumulate soon. Fiat will have no value. Metal gold will have no value. But Bitcoin will have all the value. Facts. Agreed. Nipsey agrees with that. Look, when he does the upside down, go crazy like that, that's the buy signal. He did that at the bottom at 56.5 yesterday on the stream. You guys remember that? Not financial advice whatsoever, but I'm just saying, when Nipsey does this, it's usually a signal. Now it's up to you to decipher what the signal is. So you guys let me know in that chat, because right now he's going a little crazy. I mean, he's channeling something. You can tell by his disposition. I know it may be a little hard to see right now because there's a blanket in the bed, and you can see his unneutered testicles in your face. But that's irrelevant. That's not what we're looking at right now. It's more of the disposition of the dog and the way his paws are in alignment with that of the Egyptian goddess, what was her name? Cleopatra. Something to do with the constellations of the pyramids, and something to do with the vibration of the earth. I can't really go any deeper right now on the tube, but see, notice he's silent and quiet all of a sudden. There's no movement. That is very rare. This is unbelievable. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know. Do we end the stream? Do we even do the Rumble after party? Or do we just buy all the biddies we can? And do we just sell everything we can see? You know what I mean? And just go ham. This is the question. I don't know. Because now he's not moving at all. And I think back of the times of past life regressions I've had, and it makes me really wonder: do I go back in time now? And can I go back in time? Buy some Bitcoin back when it was 1 penny, 2009 Genesis block. But if I go too far back in time, I'll end up somewhere I don't want to be. You know what I mean? Like, I'd hate to go back hundreds of years. I'm more entertaining. All right, I'll shut up now. Something Nipsey just has the itchiness. It must. Hey, is that how you're? Is that the signal? It's just an itch. Come on, man. I'm trying to get deep on you guys. Everyone, go buy some biddies. Enough said. Buy Bitcoin in 2014 in your dream reality. Well said. Well said. JV, you're a nut. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please check to see if Nipsey has a pulse. I have a feeling he does. So all is good. False alarm, folks. But I do still think that was a great buying opportunity. Signal, in my opinion, from what I've seen. I know Nipsey more so than anyone else, right? Nipsey is a full channel in Satoshi mode, precisely in a deep meditation right now. Probably channeling the Buddhas, the sages, you know what I mean? The priests, like the Wudong priest, not the Catholic priest. Let's get it straight. We're still in the dip. JV, you are silly. Thank you, Diana Jones. I try to be. Bro has a new price prediction every day. That's fact, Slide. Because if I shared the same prediction every day, you'd stop tuning in because you'd be like, "Yo, I heard that prediction for the past 1,800 episodes, JV. When are you going to get something new?" That's why we bring out Nipsey. He gives us the Nipinator indicator, and we go ham. That's just what it is. I think JV's trance state mumblings will be studied by scholars centuries from now, precisely because I am channeling something that I can't describe. Channeling God right now, here and in the flesh. These mumblings are next level. So if you want to tap into that dimethyltryptamine level, I mean that DMT, third eye pineal gland, then you got to do what it do. You need to raise your awareness and raise your vibration and accept the energy, right? Don't neglect or reject the energy, but accept, right? And that's it. 0, we are pumping. My wife says she is getting sleepy listening to your voice right now, JB. That's because I am a hypnotherapist and I will put any wife to sleep. Hands down, all you got to do is listen to the sound of my voice and buy Bitcoin. And the more Bitcoin that you buy and accumulate, the greater your life will become. Greatness is inside of you. To unlock the greatness, buy the biddies and get some sleep and take care of your husbands. All the ladies out there, take care of your husbands. There's nothing greater than showing respect and loyalty to your husband. Nipsey is the perfect example. He shows perfect respect and loyalty to his owner. And if the wifeys can do that to the broskies, we're going to live in a very harmonious world, is all I got to say. Keep stacking them biddies. And with that being shared, oh my God. Let's continue with the uncensored version of the pod over on Rumble, family. Let's keep it going. Head on over to Rumble if you're enjoying today's show. Pump the likes, pump the stream. At least we're pumping. Bitcoin is up. We're now up almost 2,800 on the day. It's a beautiful thing. Nipsey's still channeling. He may come back with another Nipinator indicator. You never know. Anything could happen. Dom, 100% respect. Cheers. NLP, a little neuro-linguistic programming, a little something, you know what I mean? We need to get Max to come on the show sometimes. It'd be great to saw how many episodes you have devoted to BTC. Thank you for that, Databiter. Facts JV, cheers, family. Head on over to Rumble right now, and let's get ready to rumble as we continue to pump it up. Bitcoin going on a $3,000 daily tear, and we just getting started. So yeah, head on over to Rumble. Please drop the Rumble link in the chat. Thank you, KJam. You guys are awesome. I'll be back this evening, 10 p.m. Eastern for the premiere. But in the meantime, let's head on over to Rumble, and let's get ready to rumble, shall we? I'll see you there. Peace.